moving on to obviously matters that concern Everton Football Club at the moment, and obviously you've managed to bring in Morgan Schneiderlin. What will he bring to the football club, do you feel, and how do you get the best out of him?
Yeah, of course, it's for reasons. Man United signed Morgan 2 years ago. I worked one season with him in Southampton. He's really that midfield player what I like. He's different qualities. He can play as a holding midfield player. He can play more offensive as a midfield player, and he's clever in the game. He's aggressive. No, he brings qualities to Everton, and that's why we signed Morgan.
Why do you think it didn't work out for him at United?
I don't know. It's not my problem. He's now an Everton player, and what I try to do is to take out of the best of every player, but also about Morgan. And okay, we know each other very well. I keep always contact with him, and for Everton, it's really a big signing.
Is he coming here with a point to prove as well?
Okay, every player like to play football, and he wasn't playing now. I think the last 3-4 months, and that's what every football player need to hate. And I like the players who like to change that situation. And I think, and he likes to come to Everton. He knows about our project, and for us, it's really a big signing.
Given that lack of game time, how ready is he to go straight in against Manchester City?
Yes, his fitness is okay. He don't have really game time, and to improve in that you need to play, and you need minutes. And okay, we will take tomorrow that decision, but he will involved in the squad for this Sunday.
What are the chances of adding further to the squad this window? Do you feel you continue to be linked with Memphis Depay, Ishak Belfodil of Standard Liège as well? Is there any further developments in terms of that?
Well, we still working to improve the team, and if we can find players, if we can make a deal for one or more two players, then we will do. But okay, we saw in the situation of Morgan. We had a long time our interest in the player, but it's not easy to do the deal, and sometimes it needs more time than expected. And we know we have till the end of January.
In terms of the squad for this weekend, James McCarthy obviously training, Stecklenburg as well. Are they both fit and ready to play as well?
They are both fit. They are doing training already the whole week with the team. It's always the question for the manager if they are really game fit to start, or they are really fit, and that's sometimes the difficulty in to take and to put the right decision in. But okay, well, we need to make that decision tomorrow.
Martin obviously had one of his best games for the club against City earlier this season. Does that come into the thinking as well?
No, not really. Because in my opinion, he starts as the first goalkeeper this season. He did well, but he had his injury, and Joel did well in most of the games, and we had good results in most of them. And then it's always a tough decision to who will start again this Sunday.
Obviously, we'll see John Stones back at Goodison Park for the first time since he left. He's been criticised for making similar mistakes to mistakes that he made at Goodison Park. What are your thoughts on his progression so far?
I don't know. He's not my player, first. I did not see that mistakes because I wasn't the Everton manager last season, and asked Pep this question.
Well, there's been some debate as to whether he's a centre-back or whether his natural position should be centre midfield. What do you see him as?
No, okay. I started the season and he was in training, and I used him all the time as a centre back. But maybe he can play in different positions. We need to realize he's still a young player, and he made the step to Man City. Different expectations, and everybody needs time to improve.
What kind of reception do you feel he can expect coming back to Goodison Park?
I hope a good, respectful reception, because that's what I like from the crowd. And he was Everton player. He made the move. The club got good money for the boy, and respectful. And during 90 minutes, it's different.
Obviously, you know Pep Guardiola well. Do you think that he's found English football a little bit tougher than he anticipated?
Maybe yes, but I think to see what happened in the Premier League, you need to be part of that, and then you realize how difficult it is, and maybe in the way how he likes to play, maybe the qualities of the players against physically intensity of the Premier League is more difficult. That's possible too.
And I know that Yaya Toure has spoken this week and said that if City fail to win this weekend, then that's them out of the title race. Do you see that this game is as important for them?
Yeah, but everybody knows the distance between them and Chelsea, and of course the distance is already a lot of points. And if they don't get a good result, maybe yes, but that's. Most of the questions about City, but I like to talk about Everton.
I was coming to that as well.
Okay,
because can you make up ground on the top 6 if results go your way? Then is that still a possibility of finishing in the top 6 this season?
Yeah, but we try to do everything to get a high position on the table, but we know it's not easy to win the competition against the big teams in the Premier League. But we are ready. We know we had a really big disappointment last week. But still, so far, we lost one game against in the derby after 95 minutes. And everybody knows it's difficult to beat Everton at home.
On a big occasion like this, is this something that can lift the place after the disappointment of having now gone into both cup competitions?
That's the best, to get your second opportunity after a defeat, of course. And we know we need to be very good. We still have the game in our mind away against City, and we know, and they had a great performance last week against West Ham, but we can, if we put face to face on Sunday and we play with that aggression and the pressing, and then we can make it very difficult.
It's finally from me then, Ronald, just as you look to develop this side, what are you looking for from your squad between now and the end of the season, with silverware probably out of the question now?
No, what I said before, in some positions we need more balance. We need players for the future. That's the reason why we signed Lookman, because that's really a future project, and that's the way what we like. We like to be stronger. We like to improve, and if we can do that with the players what we have, we will do it. But if we can sign players, better players, then we will do that.
Does Ademola have a chance of being involved in this weekend?
Yes, he will have. Yes.
You mentioned there as well about Pep in the Premier League this season. Is that something you've spoken about with each other? Do you have those conversations?
Yes, but that's conversations are private, and it's not to talk about that. Sorry, but not with you.
That's fine. Tom Davies is someone that we're going to speak to later as well. Is it possible to tell us how far he's progressed with you this season?
No, he's progressing well, and when I came to Everton, we had some young players in the squad, and you see qualities of the players. I think he improved a lot this season. He played a lot of in the under 23, because that's my vision. If he's not part of the first team, if he don't play in the first team, then young players need to play every weekend, and that's the same for Lookman. If Lookman is not playing for the first team, he will play in under 23s, because that's also the way to improve players, and they need game time every weekend, young players. And Tom Davies is doing well. He's strong. He's physically strong, and I think he improved a lot in his position on the midfield. He's more comfortable on the ball, and that's all about view of the game. And okay, that's difficult to learn, because that's maybe the most difficult part for the football to improve. But he's doing well, and he showed from the start when he started in the team that he was very good.
And just finally, if I may, I know you said to Vinny about players coming in, a couple that have gone out this week as well. Is there potential for more outgoings as well, or?
Yeah, most of the players knows the situation, and some players actually in the squad now, they don't have really that future for Everton.